Alrighty, sorry about that. This is part two. I have to go upstairs. Oh, I have to go upstairs and they wanted to pray, so I have to go upstairs and pray. Yeah. I'll talk for like 20 minutes, guys. Part two, and that's good enough. Obviously. Yeah. Either eating food. Yeah, they're eating food, but I already ate my pizza, so I'm not hungry. So I just got my drinks, obviously. I don't really like hanging out with my family, right? Because I know they're actors, obviously, and it is able to be media, that's why. You don't really hang out with your family? No, I don't. I just stay in my room all the time. Obviously, I'm also a bit of an introvert with large crowds, and having the keys makes everything a bit wide. See, yeah. Hope you guys are impressed what I showed you for their unique. I have now saying, I was saying, Don, you know I always got your back, right? Always. You know what I'm saying? And she plays with the hair. Like your hair still looks good, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, about that. She's like, why are you so concerned about my hair if the whole thing was a prank to begin with? And she's like, Don, I need you to look good for my customers. I know, sick. I know. You're amazing at writing. Yes, I am. Storytelling. Yes, I am. I have to give up. You don't. You know. Yeah. Sarah. All you booktubers, I hope you enjoyed my They're Unique. If you guys are not impressed by They're Unique, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, obviously. I know Mike's book reviews and Daniel Green and Bronny Durfee and Murphy Nappi or whatever her name is. They're not romance readers. Like Brian Durfee, I don't think he collects romance. He just collects like sci-fi thrillers and like fantasy. Those are the three genres he collects, obviously. Sarah? And nonfiction historical books. So I believe Brian Durfee he has three genres in his collection. He has I think like four, I think, right? Oh, he has five. He has horror history, nonfiction history. He has fantasy, he has science fiction, he has thriller. He has like seven different genre collections. Right? He had westerns too. Western collections too. He has like eight different genres. But I don't think he has romance. But because I wrote the book, he'll also read my romance story too, Ronnie Durfee, and all those other booktubers. Or yeah, Ivan, because you're special. Even if you write a romance novel, we'll buy it, we'll read it, obviously, because I'm special. Obviously, don't you? So, you know. Sarah? Yeah. 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 I do think Ron Marin and John Campea and Jonathan like your book. I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they like my book, but I mean, I hope they're impressed by it. But if you guys are not impressed by my book, I'm sorry. I tried my best to entertain you guys. Obviously, don't hear him say, yeah. I tried my best, obviously, to entertain you guys, right? I tried my best. I tried my best to entertain you guys, obviously. I know Zaynus, so chances are when you guys read my book, you were shocked by how good it is. Whereas they're unique, you guys are probably not that shocked by it because it's just romance. And but some fans are like, yeah, I mean, their unique book is also amazing too. It's amazing. I'm hooked reading that. I want to know more. It's interesting, Ivan, but it's not Zaynus. Some fans, yeah, it's a letdown from Zaynus. That's my point, right? Yeah, it's a letdown from Zaynus, obviously, by their unique book. Or some people might think it's just as good as Zaynus. It just depends how the art hits you, right? But I read their unique and I read Zanus. Zanus for me is a bit of a better read because I get more of that magical feel. It's a fantasy world. I'm more drawn to that world. Whereas they're unique. It's the modern times. Takes place in Alma, Quebec, and it's tougher to entertain with romance because there's not really much going on in romance. It's just the life of everyday average people. You know what I'm saying? Like they text people, they go to a party. Like you have to really try to find a way to really push the story forward and entertain the reader with romance. Obviously, whereas fantasy, in my opinion, it's easier to entertain. Fantasy is harder to write, but in terms of entertainment, it's a little bit easier for me because you can have more things going on in the story, like action sequences, battle scenes, the villain, the magic systems. It's easier to entertain. Whereas romance, there's not really much going on with romance. You guys, I'm saying? Yeah, that's my point. Oh, I was just saying. Yeah, that's my point, right? Yeah, yeah. I want to write another book. No, after if I do finish Very Unique, that is it. I'm not writing any more books. Writing books is a lot of fucking work, man. I'm not even close to being done Very Unique. I'm only 9 pages into the story, man. Pushing 10 pages. I'm pushing 10 pages. My book will be at least 160, 70 pages on the computer out there. So I'm not even close to being done, obviously. And I'll know how good my book is after the Josh scene. After Don meets Josh and I read it and it's getting more interesting, that's when I'll know if my very unique book is quality art or not. obviously. So sorry, almost under, guys. Talk for another like 8 minutes. I'm done. I made a 50-minute video for you guys. That's good enough, right? Yeah. Yeah. He's Ivan. I love it there. I know my editing's amazing. I'm saying. Why doesn't VJ write books? Because if Victoria Justice sold out to the gatekeepers, so she's under their power control, she's fucked, obviously. It doesn't matter what Victoria Justice does, movies, music, even if she wants to write books, the gatekeepers are not going to let her make her billions, man. Because they locked the doors on her, obviously. They're psychopaths, obviously, the gatekeepers. That's why I came with the keys. That way the gatekeepers don't do me, because they're reputable people. Yeah, man, no, he was in, yeah. I'm sorry. That's why your father gave you the keys. I know you have anxiety having you tripped, and everyone hates you with the keys. That's how you open the door. That's how you make your money, Sarah. Yeah. Billions. If you didn't have the keys, Ivan, you wouldn't make your billions, man. The gatekeeper will let you make your millions. They're never gonna let you make your billions. They have a psychotic attitude towards you in Egypt. That's why I came with keys over the families don't do me, man. There was, Ivan, you have anxiety with the keys and you don't like the keys, and yet the father did not take away your keys. Because my father knows the keys is a ticket to financial control and freedom and billions. Yeah, I know you don't like the keys now because I won't read your mind and you with the keys. That's how you open your door. And then once you make your, I don't know, your $25 or $35 billion off your 2 books, if they're unique, you're gonna thank me for giving me the keys, as now you're a multi-billionaire with VJ and you can live that amazing life with your wife. You know the world made you pay a price. You get to live the amazing life with VJ, obviously, and then they're left behind when you reach your king and queen. They're not saved. Well, left behind, as I'm not making rules on how much I want king world. Zero. I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. I don't get paid for this shit. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Almost done, guys. Alright, if you make like 40 billion off your 2 books, will you build a more expensive house? No, no, no. $1 billion is enough towards a house. I don't want to be stupid with my money. VJ, $1 billion, yeah, $1 billion is enough. Yeah, $1 billion towards our house is enough. That's like what you see in Incredibles 1. I don't want to, you're going to want a beautiful like $1 billion house. Like Incredibles 1. When the island scene, yeah, a house like that, man, something unheard of. $1 billion is unheard of for a house, man. That's unheard of, man. Yeah. I can buy even a $500 million jet. If I make 40 billion, I can buy a $500 million jet. I'll put 400 million towards my studio lot, 500 million towards my studio lot, a bit more. 400 is enough. 400 towards studio lot stuff. I don't want to waste my money, right? 400 is enough towards studio lot. I have to put studio lot, obviously. I can make Zane for $3 billion. I would Peter Jackson, I guess I have my own budget for Zane. That's whatever I choose. Peter or Mel, right? Yeah. all you romance book Reddit fans, I hope you guys are impressed by my They're Unique. You guys not impressed by They're Unique, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to entertain you, but romance is tougher to entertain. Don't forget that, right? Obviously. So you have that fear. Yeah, I have that fear because I did like Zane's is such an amazing book. I can't top that. I'm scared like, oh, if I write They're Unique, it'll be a huge letdown. Obviously, that's why I'm really, when I write my chapters, I really have to think and, yeah, how am I going to progress the story and make it more entertaining? I'm the kind of guy where I want every one of my chapters to be entertaining. I want to just keep the reader consistently hooked, so I have to try to think of ideas. Like, yeah, my brainstorming guides me a little bit, but like at the end of the day, I have to rely on my creative mind to write my chapters. Obviously, so I'm sorry. The brainstorming does guide me. As I always look over my notes for chapter one, but they're unique what I wrote down. But it's simple brainstorming, so I have to rely on my creative mind to keep the story flowing and more the reader more engaged. Obviously, Sarah. I'm not. Are you being real when you say you'll never let a developmental error touch your story? Yes, I'll never let any developmental error touch my story because even though they can make my story maybe a little bit better, maybe it makes a difference. Guarantee the developmental errors if they read Zetas, they'd be like, yeah, Ivan, your story is amazing. We don't really need to improve it. We just gotta fix some of your stiffness in your writing, obviously. But I'm scared if they start editing all like some big scenes, they might ruin my book because I read those sections and the characters don't jump on the page anymore. They don't come alive anymore. By him because they don't have the heavenly gift that I have. I don't want these earthly people ruining my heavenly story. There you go. I don't hate them saying, yeah. So, Sarah? So I hope you guys are impressed by what I showed you with They're Unique. The story is getting a bit better. Yeah, I'm not sick. I'm saying, you know, Don, that I got your back, right? Always. She's like, thanks. That means a lot. And I'm saying, and that very best friend betrays Dawn, man, when she meets Josh in chapter 2. Stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to show you much. I'm only going to show you maybe one or two snippets of a few of my chapters. 2-3 snippets for maybe 6 of my chapters. And will you show us snippets of every chapter? Yeah, I probably will. But the big scenes, I'm not going to show you those scenes, obviously. I'll show you a few of the pretty big scenes, but the big dramatic scenes, I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to spoil the story for you. Just like the big scenes of Vine View, I didn't show you guys shit because I don't want to spoil the story for Zane, obviously. I'm sorry. Anyways, the zero. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. And I hope you guys were impressed by my They're Unique snippet and also my Zanian snippets I showed you. This is Iron Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Don't hate me. I'm saying peace out, guys. Don't hate me. I'm saying peace.